This hot weather we're seeing for the holiday weekend, we want to talk about the best ways to keep you and your family hydrated. Many sports drinks on the market are filled with added sugars and chemicals, so today we're learning about natural electrolytes with Dr. Dave Hamilton. Thanks so much for being here with us.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, well, we do know each other, actually. That was a joke. He is a naturopathic doctor with New River Natural Health. So to start off, tell us why electrolytes are so important when it comes to hydration.
Sure. So electrolytes are incredibly important, not just in the summertime, but all year round. Partly because they help carry electrical stimulation to our muscles, to our brain, help keep our GIs regulated, and help keep us our brains functioning like they should, and also help with our metabolism and a bunch of different things that are incredibly important for ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people typically think water and they put the emphasis on just plain water, but actually if you just start drinking water and nothing else, that could deplete your electrolytes.
Absolutely. So water is fantastic, and I recommend everyone start their day with at least 16 ounces of water. But during these hot summer months, we can overexert ourselves. We lose sweat and sodium through our pores and also through our urine and everything like that. So adding that sodium, potassium, magnesium, and calcium, all of those can help us kind of, well, for one, feel better and not have other symptoms of fatigue and confusion and things like that.
Yeah, and those are the symptoms if our electrolytes are out of balance. Can you explain in more depth what electrolytes really are?
Sure. So they are just basically salts or minerals that are found naturally in our food. Our ocean is filled with them, right? And so some people often think, oh, just Gatorade or Powerade or something like that. Those things can be okay in a pinch, but they're full of artificial sugars and artificial dyes that can also cause problems in our GI systems and our nervous system. So it helps us be less regulated. But if we have a balanced diet, things like that, or make our own drinks or things and get those salts in, it can help much easier and cheaper.
Yeah, I actually had no idea some of the foods that you had sent me before the interview have electrolytes in them. So let's talk about some of those natural ways to incorporate them into your diet.
Sure. Probably everyone's favorite this time of year is watermelon. And mainly because it is just wonderfully delicious and sweet and it's filling, but it's also a great source of potassium.
Yeah.
And so that potassium helps our cells communicate those electrical signals that I was talking about, but also keeps everything regulated and balanced with our kidneys and everything like that. The other reason why watermelon is such a wonderful tool in the heat is that it contains an amino acid called citrulline. Citrulline is a precursor to L-arginine. And L-arginine is, some of the bodybuilders might already know about it, but it helps open up our blood vessels. It's a nitric oxide promoter, and so it helps lower blood pressure, helps us release heat through our skin, and that's part of the reason why it's so refreshing.
So have some watermelon at your 4th of July barbecue, right? Especially with a lot of those salty foods too. It's a nice little refresher. And then also let's talk about coconut water.
Sure. Coconut water is known as like nature's natural electrolyte drink because it contains all of the main salts that we need in our system. So magnesium, calcium, potassium, sodium, and chloride. And so by getting that, if you like the flavor of it, it's a low carb, low sugar drink that you can pick up pretty much anywhere. There's no sugars or dyes in it that are artificial, or at least you hope so. And it's a wonderful way to add it to a mixed drink, like a mixed electrolyte drink or something like that, to add a little spice and flavor without having to buy extra stuff.
Yeah, we actually have some of those recipes to share with you. Mocktails are kind of all the rage
these
days.
Yeah.
So if you're wanting to avoid alcohol and also hydrate your body, these are great options. We're going to try one in a little bit after the break. But we've got, this coconut citrus electrolyte drink that we're going to try in a few minutes. You sent us a watermelon mocktail recipe that looks so good. You just freeze some watermelon cubes, it looks like, to add to that. That looks delicious. So many options to do instead of going for those popular sugary sports drinks.
Absolutely.
All right, Dr. Dave, thank you so much for being here. And if you want to make an appointment, you do free consultations for 15 minutes, right?
I do, 15-minute free consultation by phone. You can go to the website and book that as you need to. I've talked to Chloe a couple times on the phone and a bunch of people here in the River Valley and Roanoke Valley. but I love what I do, and food is your best medicine. And and anything that you need to find out about electrolytes can also be found on the website. So if you want to know more about the foods, we only really talked about watermelon, but there's avocados, there's spinach, even Greek yogurt is a fantastic way to reabsorb some of those electrolytes that are lost during heavy activity in the summer.
Yeah, it's really good. You can fuel up on all those things, especially like, hours or even a day beforehand when you
Sure.
know you're going to be outside
Absolutely.
and sweating a lot.
Absolutely.
All right, Dr. Dave, thanks so much.